What's up, Dragon Brood? So today we are going to take a look at another really aggressive deck, and honestly we're just seeing if Winota is any good in the new standard with Core Set 2021 available. Because, people were already bothered by that card, so let's see if we can do it again. And remember, if you haven't liked this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, because as always, that helps us out a ton. But yeah, we're going with a Mardu colored deck this time. I had some versions that were just Boros, but I decided to go ahead and add the black for a little bit of extra reach and some versatility in our creature choices. And we'll see where this goes. I have no idea how good it's going to be, but let's go find out. Here we go. We just want to give everybody a quick rundown of the creatures. It's a lot of 4s and 2s. It's a pretty easy list. But we have 4 Selfless Saviors, and this is going to be trying to keep things alive. We have Knight of the Ebon Legion, which is a good 1-drop. Alpine Watchdog, which we don't really like, but we have a card that lets us search for that later. Raise the Alarm just gives you some early creatures that you can attack with when Winota hits the table. Still playing a couple of Seasoned Hollowblades here because they're just great and resilient. Igneous Card, another card we don't love, but it can be free card. It also gives us fuel to discard. General's Enforcer, which you'll see protects almost all the humans in this list, except for this one, Alpine Houndmaster. But the Houndmaster does let us go get the Igneous Cur and the Alpine Watchdog. Judith, obvious for bonuses and extra damage. Tajik, just fast and pumps your other creatures. Hectos, obviously, is just powerful. Winota, kind of the reason we built the deck. And a couple of Kinrith. Lands are kind of all over the place. We're still experimenting here, but with 2 plains, 1 swamp, 2 mountains, 4 each of Godless Shrine, Blood Crypt, Sacred Foundry, Savai Triome, and 3 Fable Passage. So, no idea if this list is the best it can be or not. We do have a sideboard for it. A couple of Fighters 1, 4 Duress, 3 Redcap Melee, 4 Noxious Grasp, and 2 Rakdos Firewheeler. We'll see how this plays out, but I'm looking forward to it. Let's go hop into the arena. Okay, opponent goes first, but this is actually a hand that's reasonably worth keeping here. So yeah, we'll keep the 7. Playing against Umari. So that's a thing to know. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take 2 here. In case for some reason we decide we need to play one of these Selfless Saviors next turn. Okay, turns out we didn't need to. So let's go ahead and attack here. We're gonna hope that they aren't, for some reason, playing some type of sweeper or whatnot. Oh, they're just going straight to put Umari in hand. That's interesting. Did not see that coming. What are the chances they're playing all sorcery Umari? I'm gonna assume pretty low. But, I mean, stranger things have happened, right? Okay. Alright, they got 4 mana. I guess if Umari's all we have to fear, we're not that worried, I guess. Yeah. We'll play this in case we need to pump. We can still play a Selfless Savior after the fact, I guess. Sure. Opponent's going to take 3-6. I guess I could have played this first to protect Tajik, but we don't really need to. So 3-6. We can make that 7-8-9. Or do I just want to play the Hound? Because if they're... The problem is we don't know what the card type is that they've chosen at this point. That's the scary part. Alright, we're gonna pump one of them. And then we'll just play a little Selfless Savior, and we'll just see. It's probably enough, I guess. I mean, because now Mari doesn't even block effectively. We can protect the creature from spot removal. So many Selfless Saviors. Okay. Well, we just attack, I suppose. I mean, we literally had, like, we've seen the opponent play just Dumari and lands. I have no idea if they're playing instants, creatures, artifacts. I'm assuming maybe instants at this point, because I can't imagine they go 5 turns and not drop a creature. Ah, Dirge Bat. Okay. But that's still not going to do it. Because I have a Selfless Savior. Yeah. Weird. Well, this is nice. We have to go the first this time, and we have the appropriate color land. So this seems more than reasonable. Gonna open with this Knight of the Ebon Legion here. They just opted. So unfortunately, there's like a good chance they're playing shocks and whatnot in that type of list. So we're just going to go ahead and play this, which I love, but Alpine Huntmaster's too susceptible to shock, and that's not really what I want to leave ourselves open to here. Granted, here they'll just shock the Knight of the Ebon Legion if they have it. Nope, they just had Cathartic Reunion. Okay, well then. Unfortunately, can't cast this yet. So... Alright, we attack with these two. And then it's possible our board's going to get swept this turn. If they have a white land. If they don't, we're okay. And then we just end the turn. Would be interesting if the Houndmaster let you search for 2 dogs. That would actually be pretty cool, because then you can go get a Selfless Savior. Here... Guess we'll get a red land. That works out. Actos doesn't have haste or anything, so let's just play this. Alright, the opponent just took 7. Alright. It's looking pretty good for us. Though they could have a lot of removal stuff. Alright, they go to 5. Thrill of possibilities. Alright. Do some extra cards. Kill Judith. Oh, my game almost froze there. Oh, that was it. Alright, we get to go first here. This one's a little tougher. We're going to keep. And then I think we're just going to put this into play tapped. Oh, now see, now this gets interesting because we do actually have a Winota here. I think I'm still just going to Alpine Watchdog. Then hopefully draw a land so we know we have Winota on board. Oh, well, never mind. We won't be getting that Winota anyway. Alright, so that's basically the opponent telling us that they believe they can deal with Winota. So let's go ahead and put the dog down. Much as I don't want to. It just means that if we do get to cast a Winota next turn, we can actually protect it, assuming it doesn't get countered. That's a big assumption. Oh, never mind. They're playing a tutelage deck. Interesting. It's on my list of stuff to try to build. I'm not sure. But a mill deck of some variety makes sense. I have no idea how good they are, but figure I may give it a chance. Alright, well, not really sure why the opponent didn't come after our Winota, but now we're going to go for it. 2 triggers. Let's get something big. Big money. Actos is big. Kinrith is also big. Alright, that should do it. Extinction events? Sure. Call what? Evens? Yeah, either way, we have enough left. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, we'll definitely keep this. Looks like so many people love the new Ugin avatar. I'm amused by that. So if we draw a land on this next draw, we probably want to just play the Watchdog. If not, we'll play the Houndmaster on 2 and just see if we can get more damage in. Especially if the opponent doesn't play anything on their turn 1, that'd be great. Or we can just sit here and stare at the opponent. In the meantime, I can tell you about my sponsor, Cardsphere.com. So check them out if you're looking for cards, especially right now with Core Set 21 just hitting. You can find cards at whatever the price you want, and you can sell cards at whatever price you want. So it's very cool, and it matches you up with the buyers and sellers, takes the work right out of your hand, and there's only a 1% transaction fee, which is super cool. Alright, there's a Foulmire Knight. That's going to be slightly annoying. We may just feed the Foulmire Knights this here Alpine Watchdog. Might be our plan. And it's also possible they just don't block here because, you know, that would be prudent. What's funny though is if they don't block, that's actually better for us. Because it increases the odds we get to use Winota. Take the action, we'll get some things in our hand. Now we really need the opponent to tap out so we can at least get our 2 Winota triggers. Alright, fantastic. We're going to lose some stuff on the attack because of Death Touch, but that's okay. The things we get from Winota actually have Indestructible until end of turn. So that's kind of nice. And we have a backup Winota, even better. Alright, so let's get it. We will get Kinrith for sure. And we will take that Judith. Yeah, opponent just gave us the nice. Alright, 2 creatures die, so we get 2 more triggers from Judith. Opponent says GG. I mean... Oh, it's just a snapback. So I was like, I don't know, maybe they're going to sweep the board. Well, those games went very fast, and the deck is actually pretty resilient even when you don't get a Winota. Just getting a Winota supercharges it. I would say one thing you could do is if you wanted to be a little less reliant on Winota, possibly remove like 2 of something to play 2 Embercleaves. It's probably pretty good because Embercleave, along with the Houndmaster, is also more than acceptable. Not really sure what you want to cut. I mean, it's possible you cut like 1 Haktos, or maybe you cut the I don't know, the Raise the Alarms, maybe, because unless you're specifically going to cast them and then have Winota, they're not great. So maybe those 2 are 2 Embercleaves, and that makes a little bit more sense. But other than that, yeah, I like it. It's fast. It's you know, really hitting hard on that super aggressive train, which is where you want to be. But yeah, I don't know, not a lot to say. It plays just like the other Winota decks, just a different mix of creatures. I do think the Hollow Blades give you a little bit of an extra angle, as do the Houndmasters, because the Houndmasters hit really hard, even if you don't have a Winota. And there's a couple of ways to protect it, which is pretty cool. But if you haven't, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we have one of these zany decks up. But that's all I have for you today. We'll see you next time.